This is basic OBS using knowledge. These are your scenes, these are your sources, and this is your audio. Pretty simple stuff. If it's not in the same order, it should still be about the same. Anyways, to add a scene, you need to press this plus right here, or right click, and it'll have add scene right there. Clicking or moving with the arrow keys is necessary to move through scenes. These are your sources. Sources are a part of every scene. So like for example, the opening right here has an MP4. The cameras have the mics and the main stage for our hosts. And the intro, which has, you know, basic stuff. Segments, transitions, same old idea. The idea is this is multiple scenes and you're moving through them with different sources. Each scene must have a source, otherwise it won't work. A little known thing though. Clicking on the sources here. Oh, first. To add a source, press the plus or right click, of course, add source. Whatever these may be. Or you can drag and drop. But in case you don't have the camera or the mics, you would add video capture device, create new, and the device would be Blackmagic Design. Pretty simple. And for audio, audio input capture, again, and the device would be Blackmagic Design because it's both connected to the ATEM. Whoa. All connected to the ATEM. This thingy right here. Anyways, moving on, you have these things. This is not important, so let's delete. Obviously click the delete button on the keyboard, yes. Or you can write, we'll get onto that. We'll get onto that in a minute. And then remove, boom. Okay, simple. To edit sources, clicking on them, either through here, or you know, other stuff here we'll go over. You click on this little setting button after you've clicked on this, right here. This will give you a list of options. You can speed it up, of course. It's an interesting thing. You can choose to loop it. It doesn't automatically put it on loop, so make sure you have that. Oh, not that one. Alright. Restart playback should automatically be on. Show nothing when playback ends, I think is on by default. If it's not on by default, don't worry about it. It doesn't really change anything. Another known thing that you should do when putting these kinds of things on that are on every episode of NVTV, at least on the live versions, is to use a local file. Local files are never like removed, so you won't have to like, I don't know, have a bit of waiting time, because normally when you put stuff from a drive onto here, you have to have the drive plugged in at all times. And just as an example, if you use a file from an old folder and then Luther deletes that folder, you're gonna have to re-add this every time she deletes an old folder. Obviously that's not bound to happen every time. I imagine she probably wouldn't delete it, but obviously it's just easier if you have it on the computer at all times and just have it from the computer. It's easier, it's more manageable, and you don't have to do much. Also, when detaching files, obviously the program thinks file isn't there anymore, so it'll just not show anything or it'll freeze on a single frame. And that isn't good because otherwise you have to wait for it to work or replace it with a new one. And that's just a hassle, so put files on the computer that are here every day. Like club meetings and all that. The intro specifically, with its music and everything, you get the idea. Audio. You see these bars right here? Very simple. It's obviously to control the audio. Just as long as it reaches like the yellow, it's good, it's loud enough. Otherwise, it's too quiet, and it'll be a problem. What next? Settings. Right. Maybe don't touch this too much because it's kind of annoying to deal with. I don't think we really changed anything, but if we did change stuff, it's all here. So you can look through this video and probably set the settings exactly to how they are. You know. Don't touch audio, don't touch the replay buffer. Leave everything else as is. Hotkeys are fine if you want to mess with them, but probably shouldn't. Everything else, just don't touch it. That's basically it. Anyways, stream setting up. So as you can see, we have it set up to YouTube, the service, and its destination, of course, YouTube again. But little known thing, you need to have the NVTV YouTube account on here. And assuming we already do and everything else, it looks like this. You're setting up a stream, you rename the episode and all that. Sometimes Luther will have a thumbnail here for you to place, so make use of that, just so you know it's the 3 dots to change. And you obviously change the title, everything here. Just don't touch anything but the title and the thumbnail. Anyways, so we're not connecting to the account to OBS. What we're doing is we're getting a stream key. Now this is a stream key. We'll just keep that the same, obviously. You press this copy, you go over here and use stream key, delete all of this, and then Command V, boom, and done. I know it says connect account and it's recommended, but this has been working just fine, so just keep using it until Luther decides she wants to. Obviously, you can either click apply or OK and it'll be fine. Apply, OK. That's the basis. That is the basis of how to use OBS. The very basis. I'm pretty sure in another video I showed you how to go through it and everything. In case I didn't, here it is again. Obviously Luther will give you a drive and you're gonna drag all the segments you need into here. Like I said, with the opening, you want to have the transition be a local file. Just have this downloaded on the computer so you can just drag it from the computer files to here so that it never gets removed, because it does mess with it sometimes. Segments, I would recommend only some, like clubs. Clubs are a thing that appear every year, and they happen every episode, I'm pretty sure. So clubs, opening, intro, transitions, that's pretty much all you should have downloaded on the computer. Other segments, you can just leave those on the drive. If they're repetitive, I guess you can download them, but otherwise it's a hassle. Also, you see all these numbers. I had to make a lot of segments the first time we did this, so that's why there's so many. You're not realistically gonna need this many segments, but it's just good to have them there in case you need an extra one or then another transition or what. You can just drag and drop them wherever. It's super easy and super simple and should not be that hard.